and Luke Heefner is on the far end. We will start by asking Coach for an opening comment. Then we'll take any questions for the players first. Then we'll let them cut loose and go relax and get cleaned up. And then we'll continue with Coach. And Coach, with that, the microphone is yours.
Really proud of this group. I think they were a joy to coach, just watching the way they bonded together, the way they grew this season, the things they accomplished during the regular season, to win a conference championship, to be in the talks into the last final couple of weeks of the season, to potentially be able to host. So a lot to be proud of. Obviously disappointed with how we played here at the finish, because it's not who we are. And but I hate that for these guys, but it doesn't diminish in my mind what they've done all season long, and the type of people they are, the type of teammates they are, and relationships they've built. So I'm really proud of them.
So, Coach, thank you very much. We'll open up for questions for either Ryan or Luke. If you have a question for them, please let us know and make sure you address the player you're talking to.
Hey, fellas, this question is for both of you guys. What makes Dallas Baptist so special, especially for you guys choosing it and having the success that you guys have had this year?
I think the thing that makes this place so special is that it's more than baseball. And you guys know the track record of how good we are and how consistent we are. We're one of the best teams in the nation, and our track record proves that. But the thing that makes DBU so special is that, Coach and my dad he builds us into better men. And it's not just about baseball, it's about our faith in God and growing as better men and better teammates, and then later for better husbands and fathers. So I think that's what makes DBU so special, is that it's not just about baseball, it's about being a better man and being a man for God.
Yeah, so being my first year here, I got welcomed in the program by a bunch of guys. I couldn't be happier with this group, obviously. And brothers for life, as everybody says, but this group is just special because you bond, not on the field, 98-degree weather in Dallas, but at the same time you're growing closer to God with your brothers next to you. So I think that's been my biggest step here, and I couldn't be happier with it.
You right? Stop.
You guys, I know that you kept battling the game, and obviously you had a chance when the ninth inning, it's not what you want, but it's talking about the fact that you guys stayed with it and still had a chance to win.
Yeah, that's one thing we talked about last night, is we wanted to show what DBU baseball is about, and one thing that we've done all year is that we persevere and we never stop fighting, and we keep pushing and fighting and pass the baton. That's our mentality, get it to the next guy, and we weren't going to let anybody change that today, and we were just going to keep fighting until the very, very last pitch.
Brian, you said this being your first year here, and what Luke was talking about, the record of this program. Could you maybe just share the experience of coming through the year and getting on the bump today? You get hit early, but then your team comes right back and gets you right back into this ball game. Just what it meant to culminate in this experience.
Yeah, this lineup can do magical things, which has been all year, and getting the trust of coach with them out today, I couldn't thank him more. And then obviously being here as a new guy coming in, the program itself is just, the history is made. It is consistently in a winning column. It's 11 straight regionals, so I believe that it just continues to show what we put in every single day works and is successful and continues to work.
Anybody else for the players? If not, we're going to let them cut loose and we'll clean up. We're good? Guys, Mike, Luke, thank you all very much. I appreciate your time. Congratulations on your season. Thank you for joining us here. Thank you. Coach, when Coach Chris Curry was in here a moment ago with Little Rock, he was very complimentary of you personally, but also your program. He said he looked forward to having this matchup because of the respect for your program. I wanted to see if you want to comment about that, just like what Luke just said. Your program has put the numbers out there to earn respect, and even the coach today was talking about how much you look forward to playing a program like yours, just what that means to you and what you're continuing to build.
Yeah, that's a huge honor that Chris would say that. I got the most respect for him. He's got an incredible reputation, great baseball coach, and really does it the right way, treats his guys the right way. So to hear that from him and to be able to compete against them at this level was really fun. But yeah, a lot of pride about our program and just what the guys have accomplished. But for me personally, the thing that I'm most proud of is just the people. And you just go through like a Ryan Schwade and coming in brand new, and it didn't take him but probably 2 to 3 weeks where he was a guy in our clubhouse and just gelled right with the guys. Guys looked up to him, and I could go through guy after guy after guy and just tell what each individual guy what makes him special. And the accomplishments on the field, the relationships these guys have developed, the way they buy in, the way they let us coach them hard. That's what I'm most proud of, and it's really cool to hear a guy of Chris's caliber kind of recognize that and acknowledge that.
Questions?
Coach, in this ever-changing world, NIL, transfer portal, to be able to remain consistent with this program, like to be at Dallas Baptist, to have this program, have the success that you guys have been having.
Yeah, I mean, it is. So 2008 was my first year. We were fortunate enough to go to regional that first season. Went to a Super in 11, went again in 12, and then we started this run of consecutive ones in 14. I mean, all along the way, it's been, we feel like we're a little bit of the underdog and backs against the wall a little bit and have to, figure out how, we can't just look at how everybody else is doing it. We got to look at what they're doing and then how do we do it and make it work in our situation. And it's been different all throughout. And like you said, like the landscape has changed dramatically, and we're watching that. We're adapting with it. We're not going to be able to do it the same way LSU does it, but that's who we're trying to compete against. And so it's, every single day we're just trying to learn and make the changes we need to make. And obviously this weekend showed us some things that need to change and how we need to get better if we want to continue to be at the level that we're at. Like the goal is not just to get to the postseason. Like we get here all the time. We've been to Supers twice. We've hosted before, but we have not been to Omaha, and that's the goal. So then it's just looking at what's going on around us and what are we going to do to be able to keep up and even to get over the hump. Like we can't just try to keep doing what we're doing when everybody else is going like this. Like we're trying to make the changes to go with them. Like just the history of this program, the foundation that's been built. We don't want to take a step backwards. We want to keep pushing, but we got to be creative with how we do it as well.
And last question: talk about your staff and the process of developing players. What's special about that with you guys in this program?
Yeah, I think to me the two special things about our program are that what they hit on is kind of the brotherhood, like how much the guys care for each other, and then the other one is development. It is something we are passionate about, like talking about how are we going to compete at this level. But we know it's not just going to be recruit and then just let the cream rise to the top. We got to recruit the best guys we can get, but we're also not just looking for talented players. We're looking for guys who love baseball, want to be pushed hard, and then every single day we're trying to help them reach a new level. And we got a tremendous staff who has that same mentality. We're looking for players who want that, and we feel like that's been a huge way that we've bridged that gap and being able to compete at the national level. Is our goal is to be, we're unashamed to say it, our goal is to be the best in the country at developing our players. And I'm really proud of our staff. That's the goal every single day. And every day you learn, and there's some things we got to get better at those and better at how we do it, and some changes that we're thinking about to make for next year. But that's kind of the process. It's literally, okay, what just happened? How do we get better? What changes are we going to make? And let's make those changes and keep going. But yeah, we got a tremendous staff and have through the years. Like you look at some of the coaches that have been through our program, pretty special people, and the staff is no different.
Coach, we appreciate your time. It's our pleasure to have you here in Baton Rouge. Congratulations on your season. We appreciate your time.